welcome. Thanks for joining us on Power Rangers Project Squadron. Please be sure to like, subscribe, click that bell notification to be reminded whenever we post a new video. I'm going to start off by introducing our players, starting with Devin.
Hello, my name is Devin, or DJ, whichever one you prefer, and I am playing Yami, our Orange Ranger.
Raybo.
Yep, name is Raybo. I will be playing Dusty. He is going to be the Purple Ranger, Dusty Rhodes, our resident nerd slash please don't hit me.
DW.
Yo, I'm DW or Wolf, whatever you like. I am Georgia, or as she prefers, George Cole, and I'm your loud, rebellious girl up here to spout a lot of crap out at you.
Zen.
Alright, what's poppin'? Name's Zen or Zembo. I am playing Jesse Brooke as the Graphite Ranger.
I'm the Pink Ranger.
Nice. And after some previous technical difficulties on our last session, our Rangers are trying out for their respective roles in what is ostensibly a Power Rangers boot camp with 10 other possible Rangers. After their fifth companion, who is no longer with us, destroyed most of the obstacles on the course, a few of our Rangers got into a tussle. Both Yami and George sort of wrestled around in the middle of the arena after demonstrating their proficiencies with various weapons. Dusty arriving late to the party while working on a unknown project that he was working on back at the barracks. We currently join them as a group of batlings have arrived to attack our would-be Rangers. So Rangers, if you would please roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah,
Here we go.
Wait a minute.
These guys picked the worst neighborhood to be into at this moment.
I'm assuming the initiative difficulty is still 10, right?
Yeah, just leave it as 10. It's not going to make a difference. Just make sure that you selected your token so it gets added to the turn order.
Even though I did, it still didn't add me to the turn order.
Oh no!
Did you click your token?
Heck
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be last. I'm okay with this.
Did it go through everything?
I went to me. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried, yeah, I clicked my token and roll initiative, but it just didn't add me.
Alright.
Let me try again.
See, this is gonna be a trend, Yami.
What trend?
Nothing.
Nope.
That's weird.
I'm about to say
Okay.
if you could just right click on my token and just like add to turn, I could then just add the number in myself.
Yep, hang on. Add turn.
Already, and I had a 14. Alrighty, good to go.
All right, cool.
And then you could just drag in more, press right, like press the options to press descending or whatever.
Yep, we got it in descending order. So first up is this battling up here, and he's just gonna move his ass right up to Yami, being right there, and he's gonna make his attack on you.
So real quick,
Yes.
so they like, do they like fly in as like bats and transform, or are they like already humanoid, or like what's going on here? Like how, like
So okay, so how do they arrive?
yeah,
You see them form out of a pool of lava from the ground. There's like
Okay.
different cracks in the ground sort of separate as you start to see them take shape as a glowing line of lava skews across their chest.
got you. Okay. All right. So this one comes running up on me.
Yep, you're just going for it. And come on. There we go. He's going to make his attack, if I could read the damn screen. Dark mode just got real dark. Okay, there we go.
That does not hit.
He swings down with his claw, striking out down at you, Yami, and he whiffs.
Well, this doesn't seem like protocol as far as like, is this just a further test?
As you say this, you start looking around, and the rest of the cadets are starting to scatter. Yami, it is your turn.
Yeah. So as these things kind of like erupt up and everything, I'm just like, I immediately like take a stance, kind of like spidey sense, like, whoa, this does not feel right.
Yeah.
And I make eye contact with the one that like kind of starts twitching and comes at me, and I immediately, being kind of just like already on edge, just kind of like backtracks and like it tries to swipe at me, but to no avail. And then in that same motion, while it's kind of just like off balance,
Well, its
I try
arms
to,
like off, swinging forward towards you.
yeah, and it's like chin is out. I try to go for an uppercut.
All right, roll your attack.
Ooh, I don't have it set up. Okay, that's fine. Boop, boop.
Oh no.
Ouch.
That's a fumble. So you guys do get a story point. But
Yay.
Yay.
but Yami, in your eagerness to hit the uppercut, your feet sort of stumble underneath each other as you just sort of like crumble into like a ball almost. I don't even know how you managed to do it. It just the mechanics in your arm seize up as you're going for the punch, and it just doesn't connect.
Just real quick, if nobody keeps track, I can keep track of story points so that we know.
So currently you're at 6.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
got it.
yeah. I just put my thing to just be whatever the pool is, not just what I have individually.
Yeah, I'm just letting everybody know that I can keep the running tally for everybody.
Go for it.
George, you're up.
There's no time for effing around, dude. But see the thing that whatever he's up, whatever that just happened there, she'll be like, if you don't mind, I'll step in, and she's just gonna backhand this thing.
Roll for your attack.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just might, or
Yeah, let's call it a might roll. Unless you have some sort of finesse martial arts training, we'll just call these all might rolls.
I mean, they are a martial artist, but they don't really have anything in there. That's fine.
Okay.
What?
So this is the type of game we're playing.
So it's the thing. As you say, I could do better than that. You just sort of plunge forward with your back fist as you sort of stumble over on top of Yami, but manage to catch yourself before falling to the ground. Starting off strong, guys.
Don't worry, we're getting all these ones out. Don't worry.
Only it had been a social roll.
Jesse,
Real
that's
talk.
you, my man.
Alrighty. So real quick, is there anyone around like in danger of any kind, if you know what I mean? Like if
Yeah,
there's
go
any
ahead
mob.
and give me a what do they call it?
Awareness?
Yeah, an awareness roll. If you have a specialization in perception, you can add that.
Oh my god.
It's just so much chaos. You're having a hard time. You just saw the two people in front of you just stumble over each other, and you're just wanting to make sure that they're okay.
All right. So, if I may ask, so what's the course of like combat usually played out? If I may ask,
What do you mean?
like, is there like any like bonus actions or a standard action type thing going on? Like,
Okay, so you have your movement and you have your standard action, and then based on your speed, you have a number of free actions. So any speed above 2 is a free action. So if you have 5 speed, you have 3 free actions.
alrighty, I got a speed of 7, so I got 4 free actions basically.
You have 5 free actions.
Alrighty.
And
Jesus.
But I was gonna ask though, so the roll I just did, would that count as a standard or a free action?
that would be a free action. That roll.
Okay. Alright, cool. With that then, I'm gonna help these two bozos out. Jesse's gonna go in with a drop kick onto the goon, basically.
Go for it.
Alrighty.
I'm guessing you're rolling finesse with all that speed.
You already know.
Take another story point.
Got it.
What's going on? What's happening?
As Jesse goes for a sweep, he accidentally trips Georgia, who is now also prone.
What the heck are you doing?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Good game. Good game so far.
So far, so good, guys.
We'll come back next week. It'll be fine.
Right?
Just
all right.
Gosh.
Anything else that you want to do for your turn?
What
Cry
else
alone in a corner.
what else I can do with my free actions if you don't mind me asking?
I'm double checking the book right now with what else you can do.
You can give yourself an extra 5 feet of movement for each reaction.
Yep.
Mm.
So you could give
So-
yourself 5 feet of movement. You did your skill check. I don't know if there's. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that would
Okay.
constitute a free action.
Alrighty, with that then, I'll just end my turn.
All right. It's this Batling's turn. He's seeing all of this nonsense. Is going to go over to Jesse,
Alrighty.
and he is going to make his attack against you.
I was gonna say
That's one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 1 point of damage.
Alrighty.
As you're bending over to help Georgia, you just feel these sharp claws dig into your back as you feel the burn from whatever's on this guy's hands just tear into you.
Alrighty. All I gotta say is Jesse's not looking good. One more good hit like that, he's down.
Dusty, you're up.
I put free action examples in the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Well, let's see. I will look up from whatever device I'm looking at for a second. Go, this doesn't look like nighttime, and yet bats are out. Interesting. I will document that and take the defend action.
Okay. So that means that any attacks against you roll with a snag, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. He will just step into a defensive stance.
Okay. As you do, you see a batling emerge from the tree line to join his compatriots. And there. And this one is going to go over to Yami and grapple him, trying to pull him away.
Bro, I hate it here.
Yo, where's that drill instructor? Shouldn't he be paid to be getting these guys?
They rolled some crappy initiative.
As I'm seizing up on the floor for whatever particular reason, I just feel these
The
hands come.
mechanics in your arm just like
Yeah. You know, like you just randomly sometimes you get like a cramp while laying down or standing up, like just random leg cramps. That was just me. I just randomly got a mechanical cramp.
Your body is a Charlie horse.
Yep.
You forgot to put some W40. Don't worry.
Yeah. Was it?
Roll for me a might check against this guy.
Okay, 10-4. Do I get like a snag or anything for being prone?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
I think it's more from the fact that you're wow.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. And you got a critical.
Bruh.
Well, no. It's a. Sorry, you only have a D2, so it's not an actual critical success.
It would have been though. I rolled a 16 and a 20.
So you just shake this dude off as you're starting to regain control over that arm as the next Batling is going to move and attempt the same thing on Georgia. So roll, Georgia, roll a might against theirs. DW?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You said that they're coming at me?
Yep. Roll a might check for me.
Okie doke.
Also, the not including D2 thing is only when attacking. When doing a skill check, it does include for a critical success.
Oh, that is good to know. So for your critical success, I would say that you're able to regain back to standing.
Ah!
Will this be snagged, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Because I was knocked over. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, beat it by one.
Shoot.
So you also
Heck yeah.
are able to critical success and get back to standing.
Woohoo!
Don't
Okay.
worry,
And
It's real now.
I'm getting feeling back to my arm. It's finna happen now.
the third Batling, I rolled a lot of sixes, guys. So
Oh my God.
there's just a
That-
glut
that-
of them.
that's really saying something about these enemies. Just saying.
Isn't that a
Uh,
Meatloaf album? Bat Out of Hell?
As he's gonna take a swipe at Yami.
God.
we're all doing
No.
good so far.
He fumbled. Yes, sir.
And he's gonna go prone.
That's more like it.
As your boy Chase joins the fight.
What?
He's going to go up to the one that's prone and be like, "Excuse me, citizen, but you appear to be on fire. Let me attempt to put you out." As he's going to try and punch the guy.
I'm sorry. Physical force to step out of fire is funny.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's gonna pat it out, guys.
That's how you do it.
Especially with the voice of the Baymax character.
Hey, he got him.
Woo!
Finally, someone does something.
Look, it's your friend. I say to Jesse.
Brings us back to the top of the order as this Batling is going to make his attack against Yami again, because if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah.
No, that's the definition of insanity. If you keep trying and you fail.
we're dealing with Batlings here, not exactly. Wow, where are these rolls?
If we're rolling trash,
Hey,
they're
we
rolling
gotta-
trash too.
we gotta get these out of the way now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What are you talking about? This makes for an excellent game. I'm enjoying myself. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
I
all the
love it here.
stakes, all the stakes are on this.
All right. And now. Hang on, I gotta see something. Can they get there? Oh, yeah. As another Batling emerges.
Oh yeah, this is
From the
fine. We're
trees.
fine. We're fine. This is fine.
It's
Where are we?
fine.
Downtown battling Detroit.
Haha.
Come on.
Hey guys, save the jokes for later.
I'm the
And this is going to be rolled with an edge because you did not see him.
Okay.
No skill shift. With an edge.
against Yami or it's
Against
Rape
George.
George. Oh,
Yeah, this
he.
one right here.
Ah, dang. Okay.
That's a 12 to hit.
I might, right?
Your toughness.
Oh, gotcha. Wait.
It compares to your toughness number.
Oh, 14. Sorry. No.
Yep, so swings out and you just duck. Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Yami, you're up.
As I bob and weave and kind of feeling back to my arm. I'm looking around and seeing all these bats. I'm like, think things are getting a little batshit crazy out here.
Oh, nice one.
And I try to. I'm not done with this one yet. I'm gonna try this time to get it. And give it a 1-2 punch.
Okay.
Let's see if it will work out this time for me.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice.
You got so it's the one.
Stun one. Because I did not take the downshift.
Oh, stun one. Okay. So you did not take the downshift to be able to. So he's just taking the hit. Okay.
And with that, I would also kind of get like back to back with George
Okay.
Mhm.
and kind of be like, I don't really know what's going on here, but I think we need to try to get out of here.
I'm gonna be too busy yelling at Dusty. Where was the warning there, yo?
He's looking at his tablet, taking notes.
Oh my god.
Dusty, as you're taking notes, you don't
Mhm.
notice the next Batling to come out of the woodwork.
I'll bring it on. I'm still in my defensive stance.
Slaps
baby.
tablet out of hand.
So this would be just a straight roll then, because normally it would be a snag, but since he's coming out of hiding, has an edge. So this will just be normal. Does a 13 hit or toughness?
Let's see. Squishy. Yeah, that's a yes.
Oh boy, and that's a crit. So that's
sick.
So, Dusty, not only is your tablet knocked out of your hand, but you are knocked unconscious.
Heck yeah.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
And George, it is your turn.
Yeah, we should definitely not be. Well, okay.
Reminder,
We shouldn't be
have
here, but we're gonna have to fight our way
7
out of
story
here.
points.
What? Oh.
We have 7 story points.
So you can.
Oh.
One of those story points, you can increase your defense by 5.
Oh. Fair enough.
Oh shoot! I could have done that.
Yep.
Forgot about that one.
It's a handy one.
What's done is done.
Okay. Well, we should definitely get our way. We should definitely not be here, but we need to get our way out first. And honestly, I've always been really curious. If I wanted to, you said we can do those free actions you posted, right? Sure.
Yep. Anything you want to do could be a free action. It just depends on the GM if he's like, yeah, that could be free. Gotta love
Okay.
story-based
Yeah.
systems.
Well,
Exactly.
okay. Basically, the way that I was imagining it already is that this is kind of desperate, but she also just is kind of doing that whole humor is a defense mechanism. I've always wondered, and I also just want it to get out of my face. She's gonna try to drop kick it in the groin. The one that tried to take a swing at her from behind.
Okay. Go for it.
And then with story points, I know you said it will up defense. Is there anything with attacking that it does as well?
You can. Let's see. With attacks, I believe you can. I
It's
hate
very,
what.
and I'm unfamiliar with it. That's all.
No, you're good.
I got the page right here. Let me just screenshot it.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Something that could be helpful. You can spend a story point to gain temporary access to a minor piece of equipment or tool, something that would be useful in the scene.
Oh, okay. That's actually a good idea. Then may I back up just slightly? If I wanted to spend a story point, is there anything that would be club-like or branch-like the one could acquire nearby?
So you could probably have like a training baton, something that you guys use like sparring wise.
That makes sense. Or something that Chase broke off from some kind of equipment.
Yeah.
Cool. Would I be able to acquire that and then kind of come up from below and slam it real hard into it? Into the battling?
Yeah, I would say so.
What would you want for that?
Let's call that a might roll.
I Am I applying anything special to it with that?
No, but this will be a blunt damage versus the normal stun damage. So you're actually going to be doing 8 damage to this guy as opposed to him not being able to move.
Sounds beautiful. And
Oh no!
You can.
You can spend a story point to reroll once.
Yep.
Can I? Is that cool with y'all?
Please.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you. What is today?
Hell.
There we go.
That's a success. You got him.
Thank you.
So you got the one between you and Dusty, or the one like south of you?
The one between me and Dusty.
Okay. So he has taken 1 damage.
I'm open to ideas.
As soon as you say, I'm open to ideas, you hear from behind the trees, It's morphin' time.
That's not what I like to hear.
That's just rubbing salt in the wound at this point.
As 4 of your classmates as move into sight. This is the only model I have, and it was of an old character, so I apologize.
The
No worries.
cameo is real.
The Abercrombie Rangers.
I have to get tokens made before next time, but
It's all good.
this guy's gonna fire a laser shot at this guy right here. I'm terrible at Roll20, so I apologize. I'm just gonna do.
Oh, it's a /R 1d20.
Yeah.
If you wish.
Okay, it's gonna be a D4 plus. So you got a 4 plus the D20, and for story, I'm gonna spend a story point and have him re-roll that. Yep, and this one to the south of Yami is dead.
Hey.
As you watch it melt into a pool of lava right there.
Fun.
Jesse, you are up.
Alrighty. So, first things first. I'm gonna look behind me, noticing the kid fainted, right? Is there
Yep, he's
AO
unconscious.
is there AOO in this game?
Is there what?
Attack of opportunity.
No, there is no attack of
No.
opportunity.
Okay.
You just get reduced. It's double movement in the
Yeah,
8 quadrants around the thing.
It's rough terrain around them, so your just movement is halved when you're next to an enemy.
Okay. Alrighty then. Trying to think for a sec. Alrighty then. Jesse is going. Gonna run back here. And let's see. How much story points we got? 5, right?
You had 5.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Are you down? Is 5 what you are at currently?
Unless
Yes.
somebody else used any.
We're at
We-
6.
We were up to 7, and then
George used 2.
George used 2.
Oh, George
Okay.
used 2? Crazy.
I was gonna say, I was initially am going to use like a story point. If there's like any means of like a medical kit or anything like that, or if I already have one carried on me.
We'll say that you can use that story point to have a medical kit on you.
Alrighty, because I am going to use EMT crash course.
All right, go for it.
Alrighty.
You waiting on me?
Oh,
Nope.
Okay.
Oh no, just healed that 1 point of damage, basically.
Ah,
Yeah,
cool.
so roll a medicine check for me.
Oh,
So
I
it'd be
got
a
rolled.
science. We'll just say
Alrighty.
difficulty 10.
Alrighty. Why can I not click it? Oh, that's why. Okay, so gonna go over to science. That's gonna be just plain neutral.
Awesome.
Right.
I was worried it was
13.
gonna. I'm sorry.
Dusty's got 1 hit point. Still
Woo!
still prone though.
Alrighty. Jesse's gonna say, "Don't you dare die on me!" As with that, let's see. That would be my standard action, right?
Yep, that'd be your standard action. So a shit ton of free actions.
Yeah.
I would say you could use a free action to grab Dusty and maybe move him away if you wanted to try and do that.
Yeah, that's what I was initially gonna try and do.
Okay. Just give me, because as long as you don't get a 1, this should be fine. Just give me a might check.
Oh, please don't say that. You might jinx it. See?
Oh my god.
Oh no! Why?
I don't want to burn our story point. or if you want me to.
You gained 1 because you rolled a 1.
Okay.
So you'd basically be burning it to. It'd be like burning a free 1.
Okay, then I'll just burn that one then to like make sure this man gets out. There we go.
Nice.
Okay. So you two can move away.
Alrighty. I'm assuming it's gonna be like right here though, since my speed is half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It just gets you out of direct combat with that 1.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Yep. And now it's this dude's turn. And he's going to go after your boy Chase.
Not the android.
And that's not going to hit Chase as he just swings wildly and misses. And it is Dusty's go.
There's so many things on this turn order.
All right, I'm gonna take half my movement to stand up.
Yep.
Turn back and look and say, "The assistance is appreciated."
What the hell are you doing reading reading the computer while in the middle of this?
I'm taking notes of the enemy so that we can fight them better. Picks up tablet, puts it away.
And what have you deduced from all this?
That they hurt.
Oh my god.
I can feel George like restraining herself from just punching through this guy.
I'm gonna yeet
And
this
he's just-
man
and
at you
he's-
if you don't help.
And he is just straight faced, like nothing. Just like
like
you
this.
asked him a question, he answered.
If you're not
This one right here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just basically just try to throw a twist kick up to his head.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's a nope.
Yep.
What is happening?
It's almost like Rocky from the Turbo movie, where you throw the twist kick and like somehow manage to get over your intended spot, and are just like manage to get up in one fluid motion. Well, that was unsuccessful.
I tried.
You did.
As the Red Ranger yells to you, "Go, civilians! Get out of here!"
Do we see any civilians around here? Because I'm looking
No,
around
he's
going.
calling out to you guys.
He's calling us.
Oh,
He did not remember your names.
Ray is fully aware. Dusty is not.
Yeah. Like, this dude is definitely just, like, dumping on you right now.
Watch who you're calling civilians.
Alright, so he's gonna slash this one down. Right there. As... Where did that X go? Anyway. He's down. Their yellow is gonna go up to this one and make 3 attacks.
Yeah, nonchalantly 3 attacks.
Yep.
It really do be like that.
And 2 of them are gonna hit and just... This guy's going kaputskis.
What is it? The yellow? Isn't that like the monk of the class of the Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Totally
As
not
they're
feel-
just taking these dudes out one at a time. The one that's prone is going to get up and make attacks against Chase. And it's going to fail. Unable to hit the robot. As the Batlings are making a business decision and are going to flee.
Yeah, that's right.
Did the ones that they knock out, are they still there or do they disappear?
The ones that they knocked out are just pools of lava on the ground.
Excellent. If they're running and Dusty sees this, he's making notes of the ones that are down and looking at the magma.
Alrighty. With that, Jesse's then gonna point at both Yami and George and be like, "You two, get away from there!"
We are now out of initiative, so you guys can do what you would like.
Chill out, Dad, and I'm gonna brush my hands off, then my clothes, and walk away with only my dignity mildly in shambles.
Hearing this guy yell at me, a grown man, to get away from danger, I kind of look at him and I give him just like a questioning look, and I look back at the magma. How bad is it? Like, is it like settling magma, or like what's going on with
It's
this?
starting to settle. Like, you're seeing that it's at least burning a bit of a hole into where they fell, but it does look like it's starting to harden.
Gotcha. I kind of crouch over it and kind of see like, and try to feel it and like try to see like how real it is, kind of.
Hey,
So do you
If I
use-
see, yeah, I was gonna say if I
don't touch it. I just like
so
you know
you
like
kind of
when
hover your hand over the top, like
yeah, like a
there's
bonfire.
definitely a significant heat coming off of this.
I would say Jesse would still try to pull him away.
You don't stick your hand in a bonfire, so you don't stick your hand in a pool of magma. Come on.
You just hover over it. You know what can go wrong.
Yeah. So as you do, that heat is sort of emanating up your hand. It's enough to like make you pull back ultimately, because that heat is just radiating off of it. But it's starting to settle as you kind of hear the sizzle of the ground underneath it.
Is it cooling at a normal rate, or is it like a fast cool, or anything weird that I can see?
It
I'm
is not
willing to make a science roll for
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, just make a science roll for me. Let's see how much Dusty studied geology. He got really into geology. He was a rock collector at one point. And this is
Was?
maybe still is. It is not cooling as fast as you would expect, especially with no other like heat source radiating around.
Takes notes.
As you're taking notes, the 4 rangers power down. And you guys see Chris the Red Ranger, BJ the Blue Ranger, Chris
Wait.
the Yellow Ranger,
Wait, his name is PJ?
BJ.
Oh, I was gonna say.
BJ, huh?
Yeah, really unfortunate.
There's 2 Chris's.
There's Chris, and then there's Dylan, the Green Ranger. As Chris flips her hair. Are y'all all right? Seems like you guys got caught up in all this nonsense.
I look over at her and I'm like, yeah, definitely not your average gang up, but you know, I think we held our own.
We had it handled.
Oh, I'm sure you did, Shug, but you know, I can't help but help a person in need when I see it.
Sounds like good values there. I second that notion.
Of course. Now, I'm sorry that we had to break the news to you this way, that you weren't selected to be Rangers, but we couldn't stand by and let y'all get beat up like that.
Oh, wait. They already picked the Rangers?
You're starting to realize that these, as you're getting a closer look at them, these were some of the cadets that you were fighting alongside not earlier this morning.
I kind of like look around the class and take a look at these other guys. I'm like, did they really just break the news in like that?
Dusty looks up for a second. Does anybody else want to come take a look at this? This is real interesting. This is
rolling my eyes like I'm gonna kill myself.
This is something that I have never seen before. This stuff is way too hot.
It's lava. What?
Yes, but it's too hot.
then don't go near it.
Yes,
Maybe
but
it's
what I'm
still
saying is
waiting
it's
under the
not
ground then.
cooling. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not that dumb, but it's too hot of lava. Like it's not cooling like it should.
Probably still waiting there to come out from underneath the surface, like any half-competent tactical being might, which is, I don't know.
And as I'm hearing this bickering, I then start to come to the realization on why I probably wasn't picked. Being lumped up with a safety mom, a freaking nerd would be too nice of a word to call it, and domination complex. I don't even know what I would.
I think the word's bitch.
Yeah, no, that head in hand emoji just I come to the I come to the realization that yeah, this is I was associated with the wrong group.
It's only the group. It's because of the group.
Wrong people, wrong time.
As all this is going on, George, Dylan walks up to you, who you've seen at these tryouts before. I thought you said this was your chance, George. This is gonna be your year.
Oh no.
I mean, the year's not over. And why are you stepping up on me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
You were
mean,
talking all this shit.
I don't
But
see
look
you in
who's
the
a
Red
ranger
Ranger.
now.
I don't see you in the Red Ranger outfit there, Dylan. I didn't realize that. I thought you were much more machismo than that. Aren't you supposed to be the leaderly type? I didn't realize that you'd fall in line behind Chris. Sure says a lot about you.
I didn't have to obey these rules, George. Your
You'd
face
what?
would be in the ground.
Aw, it's cute.
He storms off.
Let me know how BJ likes it when your face is down in his crotch later.
Oh, jeez. While they're arguing, Jesse's gotta look around to see if anyone's hurt.
Aside from Dusty, who you've kind of given the once over to already, nobody appears to be too hurt.
Alright. Anyone hurt? Broken bones? Angry toe and fingers?
Emotional trauma.
BJ's
That
gonna
I
walk
can't.
up.
That I cannot fix.
BJ's gonna walk up to you and be like, I think everybody's all right. Have you checked your blood pressure lately, though? You seem to be up there a bit right now.
What do you mean I'm up there? You mean with the situation that just happened?
Yeah, you're a little on edge. Maybe drink some chamomile.
I like BJ. He's a bit more sensible.
Listen, I'm just checking if everyone's all right. Okay?
Yeah,
Which
I mean,
one's
but you
the?
can-
Sorry,
Chris is red.
Chris is red. Has he said anything yet? No, right?
He hasn't. He's kind of standing next to Dusty, just kind of. He's got that like 1,000-yard stare as he's staring into the lava, as you just see the red reflection kind of casting up off of his face.
Like, how next to me are we talking? Are we talking like all up in my grill,
No. Like he's on the opposite side of the same lava pool that you're looking at.
Oh, good. Then I'm going to look, and I'm just going to be. I know it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of like approach him and be like, so do you have any ideas of what happened here? You seem very intense.
I don't know why they're attacking now. Obviously, we knew about the disturbances that happened in Turtle Cove, and Angel Grove, but these are batlings. These are demons. They should be all sealed away. I don't get it.
Maybe someone undid that?
Be a
I'm
very
not too
powerful
sure exactly what you're talking about. Not gonna lie. No front. But sounds serious. Do you by any chance have an extra
person. We don't have an extra morpher lying around.
I didn't help but notice you only have 4 people. I'm trying to disassociate from these others.
I gently clap for you at that attempt.
Our fifth went to go get Fire Chief Carter.
Ah,
See if he has any idea what's going on with all of this.
I see. It was just a joke. I didn't actually mean it. As I feel pain.
You feel the pang in your chest of
How long would I have to wait to take a sample of this stuff if I had something on me to
I'd say probably
take with me?
if you want to spend a story point, I would say you could have a thermal tube to be
Sold.
able to pick this up.
Sold. I want it.
I wants it. I needs it.
So yeah, you just see Dusty reach in his bag and pull out this container, and it's just like, I know what I'm doing. Don't yell at me. And just scoop up.
Whatever you say, Point Dexter.
1,000-yard stare at Dusty.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Hello?
As you do this, Carter Grayson arrives. Well, this was unexpected, but can't say I'm surprised. There's clearly more urgency than ever to get this team out on the streets and patrolling. He looks to the 4 of you who were not selected. I'm sorry that this is not your opportunity, and I do hope that we can count on your support going forward to make our city a better place. He looks at George in particular and says, George, we still have that opening in the fire department if you're interested in helping that way.
Ah, yeah, I will definitely keep that on my radar. Speaking of the fire department, though, would they be like the next best to talk to you about, like why these things are staying on fire?
As you say that, he's takes out like a red, what almost looks like a laser pistol. He turns the barrel slightly and shoots it, and a fire suppression foam douses the remaining heat from these guys.
There you go.
Damn, we need some of this back at the hospital.
Lava?
No.
Didn't head nurse Mitchell provide some of these for you guys, or are you guys still waiting on that funding to come through from that grant?
What funding?
Oh, forget I said anything.
What?
See, this is exactly what I was writing about in my referendum.
George, which referendum you sent 4 the other day?
Subsection Clause C. This is the new one.
You sent 4 the other day.
This is the 5th.
We haven't even gotten that one yet.
Well, now you know. Have a good day.
I do need you guys to fill out some paperwork just as an exit interview. Just because with the safety of the city and the identity of the Power Rangers, you now knowing them, we have to make sure that they're protected, and you have to sign basically an NDA.
Yeah. I don't care about them. Is anybody looking into this?
Yes, Dusty.
Sweet. Can I help them?
I hope so.
Because they're
It
probably
is-
not doing it right.
I would hope they're doing it right. It's your foster mother who's doing it.
Oh, good. Then I'll go talk to her. And starts walking away.
He's gonna go tell his mom what's what, guys.
So I kind of like clear my throat for a moment, kind of like not shy, but just like more just like anticipation.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, is do you think there'll be some more help needed for this situation? It seems a little crazy and a little above most people's pay grades.
There'll be more tryouts eventually. Pulls out all of the invitation
Rejection
letters.
letters.
All of my rejection letters I've turned into trading cards.
I give like a slight glare over at this person, and I'm just like, please shut up.
SPD is still actively looking for new cadets. I do know that the process is a little bit more extensive than what we were hosting here, but yes, there will be more opportunities.
I just came out of there.
Yeah, Jesse, you're like, I'm not going back.
Basically.
Oh man. Thing. Well,
As Carter sort of leads you all to basically like the discharge desk, you're approached by a man with blonde hair, kind of a scraggly beard, and he just says to Carter, "What do you mean these 4 aren't selected? I told you these were the best candidates." Carter looks back. I'm sorry, Ryan. There's nothing I can do. They aren't what the city needs at this point. Ryan looks back. They're not what the city needs, but they're what the Rangers need.
Conspiracy.
Nothing I can do about it, Ryan.
I'm the best damn first responder back in the old other city. The hell that's what they're doing.
I am exactly what this city needs.
who was saying this?
Ryan and Carter. I would say Jesse, George, and Dusty, give me a history check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Or history or culture.
I was going to say, is history science?
I think history is. It might be culture. Hang on.
I was going to say, I think it's culture.
Yeah. We'll call it culture, and then it'd be a special if you have a specialization in history.
Okay, so if we don't have
You're just rolling a culture check.
Yeah, if we don't have anything in there,
you're rolling with a snag.
Wait,
Okay,
history is under
sick.
what?
Culture.
Culture.
Oh, okay.
I don't know jack shit.
Actually, hang on.
And also, I'm sorry. What? This was a conversation we all heard.
Yeah, that he's having right in front of you.
Gotcha.
As you guys are kind of walking towards the discharge station. Okay.
Hang on. Sorry, I was checking something out.
No problem.
Yep. Nope.
Makes sense that George, you recognize who this is. This is Ryan Mitchell, the Titanium Ranger. With all of your attempts to join the Power Rangers, you got pretty familiar with Ranger history.
Absolutely. And even I would kind of chalk up and saying, see, at least the Titanium Ranger sees the good in us. Or something to that effect.
Okay. As you say that, he's like, I'll be waiting outside when you guys are done. Come see me after you get discharged.
Okay.
Oh, is he gonna be our grid daddy?
Can I?
Sorry.
I saw it too.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
my brain. As so as they're kind of like arguing in front of us, overhearing this, I kind of would have got like just a tiny bit like I usually don't try to let my emotions take over, but like hearing kind of like being like low key dissed
yeah.
by this man's, I kind of like while taking my walk of shame, I turn around and I kind of like walk up to this man's and I'm like, what do you mean what the city needs? How can you determine what the city needs?
Listen, Yami, you're such a upstanding citizen for the alien community in Mariner Bay, but the board that was appointed to pick the Ranger team felt that you were too much of a unknown quantity. The fact that you don't remember where you came from left them concerned that you might turn on us if given that sort of power.
It just seems unfair.
You gotta play their game, unfortunately.
I mean, to me.
Hmm?
Oh, I was gonna say, Jess, you gotta speak up and say, "Well, their games sound bullshit to me." I'm gonna be real.
Their game's always bullshit. I mutter to myself looking at my trading card.
I was about to say if this was loud enough for everybody to hear, Dusty would perk up his head and it's just like, look, even me who studies all the time still don't understand bureaucracy.
My
It's just
family
a
is
pain in
part
the
of the
butt.
bureaucracy. This has all been a bunch of red tape. They just don't like anyone speaking out or being any different that doesn't fall in line.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, you're all more than capable of helping the city. Just might not be as Power Rangers. As he says this, you guys are walked to the discharge desk. What sort of... How do you guys sign your NDAs, I guess? Like, let's start with Georgia, who I imagine is going to have the most to say in this moment.
So there'd be like signature signs, right? I do want to say, like, I start kind of creating my own fields into the NDA. And I've created a rating system for the new Rangers. And I've also put a comment field for the Green Rangers saying he litters. Just so you know. And I'll just cite it, peace out, bitches. Star. G.
Is it like with a Z instead of an S?
Yes.
Ah, hell yeah.
I feel like you would be the person that would sign Daffy Duck so that you're not held to anything.
Well, that's why I wrote like peace out, G.
No, they definitely like made you come back and actually sign.
And I squiggled Georgia at the end.
Yeah.
So like the state or
I think next would be Yami, who's probably the most heartbroken in this moment.
Would it be so? Is it just? Is there like a notes section?
There's probably enough space at the bottom of the sheet where they would normally have like a notary sign, but if you're like Georgia and decided to overwrite where the notary would sign with your own comment section, there's probably at least some space to where you could write a note or two.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, as I am whiffing my John Hancock onto these signature lines, I come to a stop at the last one, and I just feel like that the conversation didn't do anything for me. It didn't give any closure. It just made me feel even more heartbroken and more frustrated. And I kind of just right at the bottom, I'm just like, in quotations, I put like, what the city needs, huh? And I put, what the city really needs is a face that everyone will know they could trust. And I walk away.
Let's go to Dusty, who I think is going to be probably the most straightforward out of all of these.
He looks at, he makes sure everything is read.
Yep.
Like word for word. And
give me a... What do I want to make this roll? I'm trying to... I feel like it's just a straight smarts roll, but I want to see if there's something better. Let's call it an alertness roll.
$13.
Yeah, Dusty, as you're reading through it, and that's not a critical success, you're starting to note all the typos that you find as you're reading through, and you're just like, oh, that's a spelling mistake. Oh, that's grammatically incorrect.
Yes. I'm pulling out my red pen.
The forbidden red pen.
I appreciate you.
Like the red pen's all there, this. My notes would include like everything that I have surmised from the magma and the bat. And it's just like, okay, sign my name. And it's like, it is horrible, like absolutely detestable handwriting.
It's like complete chicken scratch.
It is like how can people read this? Because he does not write anything.
Yeah, he has no. It's all typed like.
Yes. But yeah, he hands it back and he goes, I expect these to be fixed by next time I have to fill one of these out.
They look over at the guy at the desk, looks back at his secretary, and just hands her the typoed sheet, and she's giving you the death stare.
Do better next time.
Jesse.
Alrighty. So Jesse is gonna write like his Hancock and everything. He's gonna read everything for a sec, and then he's gonna flip the page around. Is the back of the thing is empty?
Yep.
Alrighty, he's gonna start writing. At first he's gonna like write that of. He's gonna like then go start complaining about the New Ranger team by themselves by not checking in on anyone throughout said combat. Basically, that just happened recently to check if they're hurt or not. And then he's gonna add in like, I had to save someone out there in the battlefield. Like, is there any ranger any of these new rangers that are like medically proficient or anything like that? Since would I know the history of Lightspeed Rescue?
Make a culture check just real quick. I know on your last one you kind of dunked it, but let's see.
Alrighty.
You know what? Did you grow up in Mariner Bay?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say roll with an edge.
Alrighty. So I initially got a snack, so would that just cancel it out, basically?
Yeah, so it's just a straight roll.
16.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know as much as there is to know growing up in Mariner Bay. You know that the fundamentals of the team were it's a rescue organization. It was all about protecting civilians and making sure that the civilians made it out safely. And you know that the head nurse for your floor was the sister of the guy who just basically backed you guys up, said that you guys were the right pick for the team.
Yeah. But mine's going to be pretty lengthy, basically, of that of, there was no like real procedure to check if any civilians are all right before engaging into combat, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then like would just make that up like a Karen thing of just saying, at least other teams have like that of someone with medical proficiency to like usually check if anyone's is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, he would just stuff like that. Just really stuff like that. And then he's going to like say paper and put out any like complaints he had for each ranger. and then at the end, he's going to like finish off the thing and just walk out.
Yeah. As you guys do, you see Ryan waiting at like the bottom of the steps. For you. Boy, if that isn't the saddest group of Power Rangers I've ever seen.
I agree.
I was talking about you.
Let's just talk about the Southern Belle trip of picking a girl with a Southern accent of all things. Kidding.
I look up at him with that comment and I'm just like, what Power Rangers? We weren't
And I'm not technically sad. I found all of their grammatical errors, and I've got a thing of magma that I get to study later. So sad.
I think he's referring to the ones that were picked.
I'm actually talking about you.
Yeah, I was going to say he said us.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I consider myself full of spite and rage.
Listen, listen, bud. If it's this whole everyone's a ranger and heart that spiel, then come on, we're full grown adults here.
Meet me down at the docks. Jesse,
Yeah.
as he says this, you're remembering about the Lightspeed Rescue base. How everything came out of the water.
All right.
And it's weird that he's having you meet you down there.
Yeah.
This would sound like you guys are trying to cover up some stuff if it wasn't coming from you, sir.
I
Listen,
think we're going to get killed.
well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna happen.
as you guys arrive there, down at the docks, a submarine comes up out of the water. I have right here written recommendations from everybody who wanted you to be Power Rangers, as well as the test results that say that you four, as well as Chase, were recommended by all those involved in the program.
I am vibrating.
Excuse me?
I'm vibrating like full of energy because she's just like, this is a conspiracy.
Have we seen these test scores?
I think you've seen most of them. Like, you've seen any performance tests, and you guys obviously went through them. So, like, Yami, you remember being the one who scored the best at the shooting range. Like, you hit from the greatest distance among anybody. Jesse, you were the most proficient in all the medical tests, all the CPR, any wound dressing, any triage type tests. Everybody else was floundering in, and you took it away. Any of the written tests, Dusty, you were just killing it. And then Georgia, you were maybe not the number one in any one skill,
I'm all
but
over the
you
map.
you were kind of all over the map, but you were definitely like top 5 in anything that you had put your mind to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's making sense. And as he says this, somebody in that appointment group didn't want you four to be Rangers for whatever reason.
We could ask Dylan. He's got at least one for me.
I mean,
They can come with me and have the opportunity to actually be Power Rangers and see why you weren't chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could walk away and pretend like this never happened. He steps into the submarine.
Not even hesitate. I'm gonna hop in there.
If this means I could save more lives, then I'm to it. I'm up to it. And immediately when Jesse gets in the submarine, oh yeah, this thing like safe to like go into deep waters with.
Jesse, Jesus.
It's an old destroyer class, but it'll hold up.
My only question becomes, will we have the capability to study the things that we need to study? And the stuff that I can get, access to help with that as much as possible.
It's not state-of-the-art equipment, but for your needs, it can be upgraded.
I was gonna say I can make it work.
Get to be your own supervisor. I think that's the best bet for you.
As everybody else gets in, he looks at you, Yami. You coming?
Have the feeling of being second choice leaves a distasteful lingering taste in my mouth, but I need to know why I shouldn't be allowed to be a protector.
You weren't second choice.
I wasn't no choice, you're right. Well, second choice to this guy.
We were all somebody above all of these guys' heads literally decided that no.
But
I'm sorry.
Nathan. But yeah, I need to know now, and I need to get to the bottom of this. As I walk in.
You guys all descend under the water, and as you do, you get to a waterlogged but still functional Lightspeed aqua base.
Wait, I thought this place was destroyed.
As one of the many city restoration projects, the place was drained, but the city ran out of funding to fully restore it and make it a museum.
This is a shame.
You look around and there's like algae and coral still like freestanding in the space. There's like a mustiness to the air as there clearly been fungus and stuff that's grown in here.
Oh god, we gotta take care of this fungus thing pronto though.
Before we do that, Ryan pulls out a round device, sets it on the ground as you guys see a starscape above your heads. Three months ago, a group of former Rangers discovered a temporal anomaly that happened at the edge of our galaxy. Within it, there were a group of Ranger teams that were quickly absorbed and eradicated. Whatever this is, it is too dangerous for a single Ranger team to take on alone. So I, along with my associates, have formed Project Squadron, where we develop ranger teams all across the country. There are currently 2 formed. One in Angel Grove, led by the head of the project, as well as one in Turtle Cove that is led by a group on the wild side. And I'm hoping to make you 4 the 3rd team to join the ranks. The powers that I have for you are derived from lightspeed technology, as well as the remnants of those teams that were destroyed by the anomaly emerging into our galaxy. Your powers are coming from the stars. As he pulls out the Gladius Morphers. Yami,
Yes.
as a man who walks between 2 worlds, you are going to be the orange Gemini Ranger. As he says this, he watches the starscape, the Gemini constellation, lights up in the sky as the orange light cascades down onto you. Jesse, for your willingness to charge into danger head first, you're going to be the Graphite Aries Ranger, as he hands you your morpher. And a silver gray light descends upon you. George, with your fiery personality and, let's say, unorthodox way of doing things,
Fair enough.
you are going to be the pink Draco Ranger. Dusty, as somebody who's always able to perfect the situation and adapt things to suit him, you're going to be the purple Capricorn Ranger. To summon your powers, all you have to say is, "Go Astro." And your morpher will transform into a powerful dagger and weapon to aid you in combat. Well, Rangers, seems this is only just the beginning. And that is where we're going to call tonight's session.
As Dusty walks off and starts cleaning out all of that technology.
Jesse is going to ask, where to disinfect this stuff? Yeah.
Just start playing with the knife. yeah, go.
So good. Good
Okay.